Welcome to Prime Testimony Channel. I'm your friend Atso Brent Ishen. I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and I will encourage those who are yet to subscribe to do so, because at Prime Testimony Channel there are cool discussions that will help you, that will help your family, that will help your children, that will help a lot of people, for which reason I will encourage you to share in my videos. We started talking about life journey, and what I'm adding today is that sometimes it becomes necessary for you to reflect and see how best you can improve yourself. Thankfully, these days you can learn in the morning, afternoon, evening, and the night. And because of internet, learning has become easier. In fact, accessing books have become easier than it used to be. I remember those times people had to buy the physical, textbooks, but they did a lot of ebooks. So once you have your phone, you have your computer, you'll be able to access all these things. Maybe you may be a soldier, you may be a police officer, you may be a teacher. Whatever profession you find yourself in, you have the opportunity to do private studies to improve upon yourself. And with time, you can, move forward in rank or get a promotion. So it is important for you to consider that. I think it will not be good enough for you to be working for 5 continuous years without learning anything. Some may sometimes be working for 10, 15 years. They may not consider, doing, even if it means doing an online course, even if it means doing some certificate course or something to improve your worth. I think you have to consider deeply and see what you'll be able to do, to benefit from, learning. And in this life journey too, sometimes you need to consider certain investment options. When you are young and agile, you are able to move, you are able to run, you are able to do so many things. But it gets to a time when you are growing, you realize that physically you may not be too strong. You better start investing early. But it is still not too late if you've not started. You've got to start it, because if you start and you discipline yourself and allow your investment to grow, you realize that you will have some other streams of income. So you may not have to sit and wait for you to get your paycheck at the end of the month before you'll be able to do what you are supposed to do. The initial stages, you may have to do a lot of sacrifice. And when you plan very well and you start this early enough, you may not need to stay at your workplace till retirement age before you go on retirement, because the additional income will be able to help you invest in other things that will also be additional source of income for you when you retire. Or let us encourage ourselves to invest early so that we'll be able to retire early enough. And once you're able to retire early enough, the additional income that you would have generated can be used to invest in other things that will also bring you, more money. And I would encourage those doing their private businesses that it is important for you to put something aside for your social security. Sometimes you realize that for a particular person, that person was doing very well in life, But when it gets old, you realize that things have become difficult. And you know, as we grow, healthcare becomes expensive as we grow. So if you are not in a formal employment where Social Security contribution is compulsory, but you are doing your own private business, remember that you grow old. And there's an account provider that says that Sika to that money says the money flies like a bird. So don't look at your bank accounts now and assume that you have all that money forever. Please invest in Social Security so that when you are old, at least at the end of every month, you'll be able to withdraw something from the bank. And let me talk to you, my dear ladies, my mothers, my sisters, African women. Yes, your husband may be a very responsible man, but maybe you yourself, you are not actively working. Or you may be actively working, but you may be doing your private business. My encouragement for you is that besides the joint accounts you may have with your husband, make sure you also have your own personal accounts. Tomorrow is unknown. Tomorrow is uncertain. A lot of single mothers around that initially they never thought that they might, they will be single mothers. But circumstances brought about their current situation. Right now, they are single mothers. And a lot are suffering. Yet there are single mothers who are not suffering financially. Sometimes you may hear that, oh, this is the wife of this contractor, very rich person. As soon as the person dies, immediately the woman becomes a poor person because the husband was there always providing. The question is that the resources that is passing through your hand, do you save or china savings? No, was kudwa wejano hwan. Because tomorrow is unknown. When you are spending the resources coming to your hands, make sure you leave some money invest because you may not know what may happen. In Ghana, until PNDC Law 111 came into being that protected spouses, it was a common thing for you to see the head of the clan and other people throwing away in the luggage of women who had toiled with their husband and were living in their own home. And even that some people still carry that old primitive mind, and sometimes they want to disturb the women who have toiled with their husband during their lifetime, not thinking about the welfare of the children. And it is because of this and other reasons, that is why I'm saying that an African woman living in Africa, even if you have joint accounts with your spouse, I would encourage that you have to get a personal account. I'm not talking about the secret account that your husband doesn't know, but I'm talking about having a personal account where you can be putting in certain monies. Sometimes this personal account may even help your own spouse, because sometimes a spouse may lose his job and may not have money anywhere. It is this money from this personal account that will save the family. So it is very, very important. Don't say that when you put your money at the bank do not give you a lot of interest. Still save, because you don't know tomorrow. Apart from your children's education, which we know is expensive everywhere in the world, you need money for healthcare. You need money to build a house. You need money to maintain the house that you are living in. You need money for utilities. So please, in this life journey, tomorrow is unknown. And for that reason, I will encourage you, African woman, save. As for the men, yeah, we've been saying it. And I believe every man knows that there is a need for you to say, irrespective of how little your income is, because tomorrow is unknown. Until we meet again in another video, I say thank you for joining me in this discussion. God bless you.